Dear ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Atulya. A very pleasing good afternoon and good evening, as we have people on board with us today from different time zones. Our today's chief guest, Mr. Hemant Kumar Dwivedi, First Secretary, Culture and Education, Embassy of India in Qatar. I'm very honored to welcome our chief guest of the evening, who doesn't need any formal introduction because everybody is familiar with his constant contribution and timely support given to all Indian schools and community in Qatar. A very warm welcome, sir, and thank you for joining us today. Guest of honor, Mr. Hassan Chogle, our school president, along with Mr. Yasir Nayanar, our school vice president. Today's quiz master for Brain Warriors competition, Mr. Manzoor Moeddin, an entrepreneur managing a fire protection firm in Qatar. Judges for Think Tank competition, Ms. Maria D'Souza Gujjar, Principal Rejoice International School, Mumbai, India. Ms. Devyani Kapoor, founder and CEO of EduDevs Company, Gurgaon, India. Ms. Devika Sunil Nair, security consultant, identity and access management with Paramount Computer System, Qatar. Principals, faculty members, and students of other participating schools from various countries. My colleagues, parents, and dear Monarchians. It's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to all of you to a virtual platform of Monarch Tech Fest Season 2 Cybertronics. I thank you all for attending this event today with us. Well, I strongly believe that education comes in many forms and it has been used for many purposes. It must not only teach the time-tested skills like reading, writing, and mathematics, which remain important, but rather prepare our youth for unknown world and develop those necessary skills which will help them to balance their mind, body, and soul. The youth of today need to be prepared for the global stage, who are critical thinkers, tech-savvy, inquirers, and more confident than us to take the world stage and compete with the best brains in the world. And this is exactly we aimed when we initiated Monarch Tech Fest in year 2020 with an event named E-Colloquium. And this year we have organized an international cyber event known Cybertronics. As Ms. Atulya has already mentioned, a computer-based competition and inter-school informatics symposium under the umbrella of Monarch Tech Fest Season 2. And the aim of hosting this Cybertronics is to build a platform to create a cyber syndicate and to unlock the real potential of young learners in the field of technology. As well, as we agree now that with the growing use of web-based tools and technology, it is important to encourage skill building in this essential domain nowadays. Humans are visual creatures, and in this time of the pandemic, we have become closer to technology. It is not that we use technology now, we live technology. And especially during this pandemic, it brought people together.
Oh, ma'am, you are on mute.
Mute. It is mute.
I'm so sorry. And we aimed at providing a hands-on platform to students gain confidence in technological aspects and expertise. It was a 2-week long event that started from the 1st of June, and today is the grand finale to culminate the symposium. I'm glad to see a large number of students participating in the event today. I would like to welcome all the participants who have prepared well and hard for this day to give their best and to win the competition. I wish good luck to all the participants and the supporting members of their schools. However, I would like to say a few words for the students who might not win today. But remember, participation is more important than winning because it gives us the exposure. And there's no doubt that you all will give your best. And it's never too late to start and try again because improvement is the key to all success. My best wishes to all. Have an enjoyable evening great ahead. Thank you, and over to Ms. Atulya.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Your words are always a source of motivation for us. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. We at DPS Monarch are blessed to have such a magnificent leader as our president. I would like to invite the guest of honor for today's ceremony, Mr. Hassan Chogle, school president, to address the gathering by his precious words.
Sir, can we request you to kindly unmute yourself, sir?
Okay, 1 minute. Now okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you can hear me? Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening and namaskaram. First of all, I welcome all the students from various schools from various parts of the world. And especially I welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. Hemant Dwivedi. There is something special about Hemant Dwivedi because he was here for last 3 years and he has served the community and especially the education. But shortly he will be leaving to Delhi. And let us pray to Almighty God for his healthy life and his successful future assignment. We got another guest with us, the quiz master, with Manzoor Mohideen. I welcome him. I welcome all of you, or principal, or my colleague, IT director, Mr. Yasser Nainar. See, DPS Monarch International School is the first digital school in Qatar. And definitely such event, which is IT based, and it is the right and the pleasure to have by Monarch International School. Because all other schools are having so many normal events. So today's event is the international inter-school cyber event by the name Cybertronics 2021. Our aim is to introduce our students to the high technology, and we want to make the overall development of all our children. So this is second time we are organizing, and I hope everybody will make use of this. The world with the IT technology has become a global village. We have come very closer to each other. And I think this pandemic has given us opportunity for many of us or most of us to come nearer to the technology and to make use of the technology. And I hope in future, because the entire world is going paperless, everybody want to go with the technology, and with the IT technology is growing with multifold year by year. So definitely we have to utilize the technology and make our life and work everything too easy. Thank you one and all. That is enough, I think, because many more people to say, and there will be long, big event also. So thank you one and all. Jai Hind and Jai Qatar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those wise words of wisdom. All of us are truly honored to have you as a part of the DPS Monarch family. Now, it is time to begin with the event, Cybertronics 2021, an inter-school virtual IT-based competition series as part of the Monarch Tech Fest Season 2, Cybertronics. With the participation of more than 70 students from more than 13 schools in Qatar and India, it included 7 different event categories related to the IT and the cyber world. These included animation, coding, digital designing, audio mixing, website designing, extempore, and the virtual quiz competition. All participants who reached the final stage went through preliminary rounds for the final selection. Being an inter-school competition, the competition was tough and intense. Students from every school gave their best. We would like to congratulate them for embarking this journey to the finals.
Let us begin the grand finale of Cybertronics with Think Tank, an extempore speech contest. All the finalists of this event category will be given a chance to pick the order and topic for their speech through a draw. Let me introduce you all to the finalists of this category. Dhruv Sethi, MTF 01, Alton Steve Rodriguez, MTF 02, Panchul Thakur, MTF 05, Sheba Binu John, MTF 06, Pehel Rupani, MTF 07, and Elizabeth Binu Alapart, MTF 12.
Now it is time to conduct the draw for deciding the order of speakers. May I request Dhruv Sethi to select any one of the numbers displayed on the screen?
I choose Tango.
We'll hold on for some time, everyone, just a moment.
Ma'am, from what numbers do I have to select?
Dhruv, just stay with us, I will just update you. Dear MCs, we can continue now.
May I request Dhruv Sethi to select any one of the buttons displayed on the screen?
All right. I choose F.
Thank you, Dhruv. You will be speaking at number 5.
Next, I request Alton Rodriguez to select any one of the numbers on the screen.
B.
Thank you, Alton. You will be speaking at number 6.
Now I request Panshul Thakur to choose any button from the screen.
I choose A.
Thank you, Panshul. You will be speaking at number 2.
May we now have Sheba Benu John to select a number from the cards remaining on the screen.
I choose D.
Thank you, Sheba. You will be the 4th speaker.
Next, may I request Pehel Rupani to select any one of the remaining 2 cards.
I'll go for C.
You will be speaking at number 1.
Finally, we have Elizabeth Binu Alapat as the 3rd speaker. I would request all the judges to make note of the speakers and their school codes. Before beginning the contest, let me apprise the speakers with a few guidelines. Speakers will be called to pick a topic through randomizer in the above order. They will be given 5 minutes to prepare for their speeches. The timer will start once you are ready to speak. The timer will play the first buzzer at 1 minute 30 seconds and the second and final buzzer at 2 minutes, after which the speaker must stop speaking. May I request the timer to demonstrate the sound of the buzzer, please? Thank you, sir. All speakers kindly ensure proper internet connectivity for uninterrupted delivery of speech. In case of any technical lag or failure, the speaker will be disqualified. Best wishes to all the speakers.
Now I request speaker number 1 and speaker number 2 to choose the topic for their speech. May I request the first speaker, Pehel Rupani, school code MTF07, to pick any number from the one shown on the screen.
I'll go for 5, number 5.
Pehel, your topic will be Ethical Hackers, the Cyber Soldiers.
Okay.
May I now request the second speaker, Panshul Thakur, school code MTF07, to pick any number from the one shown on the screen.
7.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Your topic will be
I'll pick 7.
okay. Your topic will be Going Green with Technology. Dear speakers, you have 5 minutes to prepare for your speech. In the meantime, I would like to introduce our judges. We are honored to have with us amongst us Ms. Maria D'Souza Gujar, Ms. Devyani Kapoor, and Ms. Devika. Our first judge for the event is Ms. Maria D'Souza Gujar, an academician experienced in facilitating subjects like English, geography, environmental management, and global perspectives. She is currently the head of school at Rejoice International School, Mumbai, which caters to the Cambridge curriculum. Thank you, ma'am, for taking your valuable time and joining with us.
Our second judge for the event, Ms. Devyani Kapoor, an ex-principal, an educator, author, and a thoughtful leader. She is the founder and CEO of EduDevs, the School of Inspired Teaching and Learning. At present, she is an academic consultant with many leading educational institutions. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking your valuable time and being a part of this event.
Thank you.
Our third judge for today is Ms. Devika. She works as a security consultant, identity and access management with Paramount Computer Systems. She believes in keeping herself updated and takes special interest in cybersecurity and identify access management. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking your valuable time and being a part of this event. May I now request our first two speakers to be ready with their speeches. I would request the first speaker, Pehel Rupani, School Code MTF07, to begin with their speech. Before which, can you please repeat after me? This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you, Pehel. You're audible and visible clearly. You may
Thank
begin
you.
with your speech now. Good luck.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I am Pehel Rupani, a student of class 9 from Delhi Public School, Varanasi, India. And today I'm here to discuss about the topic given to me, and that is ethical hacking. Some of you might have heard about cyber attack cases where companies lose their crucial data, money, reputation, and customer trust. These attacks are the ones carried out by hackers who exploit weaknesses in a computer network to gain unauthorized access to a vital information. And as said, there are always two sides of a coin, so hacking is not always bad or illegal, as there are hackers who work with different motives, and that is where ethical hacking comes in. There are white hat hackers, known as ethical hackers, who help organizations or criminal records to defend themselves, and which is illegal, as well as, and that's what we call ethical hacking. Also, there are 6 phases of hacking. First, reconnaissance, which is where you collect all the data or required information. Second, scanning, where we spot any system vulnerability. Third, gaining access, where the spotted vulnerabilities are exploited. The fourth one being maintaining access, where you try to maintain your access for future attacks by maintaining or installing backdoors. The fifth one is clearing tracks. We're all here with the hack, and finally in the reporting phase, where the document and the summary of the entire attack. And at the end, I would just say that the quicker you become, the more you'll be able to hear. And that is what ethical hacking is all about. Thank you.
Wow, that was a well-prepared and beautifully delivered speech. Thank you, Pehel. Next, I would request the second speaker, Panshul Thakur, School Code MTF05, to deliver his speech. Kindly repeat after me. This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you. You're audible and visible. You may begin with your speech. Best of luck.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Panshul Thakur of Alcon Public School, and I'm going to speak on green use of technology. Nowadays, we live in a fast-moving world where almost everything must come instantly to us. In this modern era, computers have become a part of our daily lives. Computers can make our job really easy. They can be used for communication purposes, to store and calculate data, to play games, watch movies, play music, etc., and many other things. Especially in these times of COVID, the need of computers and technology have increased drastically. However, with the increased usage of computers also comes the responsibility of properly using the IT equipment and disposing it in an eco-friendly manner. This is where the role of green technology, also called green information technology, comes in. An important part of green technology is alternative energy. For example, use of solar energy, electric cars, etc. It also involves study and practice of designing, manufacturing, using, and disposing of computers, servers, and associated subsystems and peripherals in an environmentally friendly and responsible way. Government regulatory methods also actively work to promote green computing concepts by introducing several voluntary programs and regulations for their enforcement. The greatest wealth of our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. An average computer user like us can use the following tactics to make their computing more green, like using hibernator, sleep mode, buy energy efficient notebooks, activate the power management features for controlling energy consumption, etc. At the end, I would just say green is the primer color of Earth, and that is from which its loveliness arises. Thank you.
That speech was absolutely magnificent. Thank you, Panshul.
I now request speakers 3 and 4 to choose a topic for their speech. May I request the third speaker, Elizabeth Benoit-Lapart, school code MTF12, to pick any one of the numbers from the screen.
Number 2, please.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Your topic is combating a phishing attack. Next, I request the fourth speaker, Sheba Binu John, school code MTF06, to pick a number from the screen.
Number 4.
Thank you, Sheba. Your topic is plagiarism or inspiration. We would now request our speakers to prepare for their speeches. You will be called after 5 minutes. Dear audience, our first judge, Miss Maya, believes creativity, collaboration, innovation, research, integration, and individualized work are the foremost and fundamental in the acquisition of knowledge. Her interpersonal skills, soft skills, and enthusiastic and outgoing demeanor facilitate her to build and develop authentic, strong relationships with her learners, their family members, and her colleagues, and at the school at large. Dear ma'am, we would like to hear you on this occasion. May I please request you to speak a few words?
There I get my technological voice back. It's so much more easier to be on stage. I'm sure all of you are all set, all the speakers, they're marvelous, no doubt. Moreover, I feel that as an educator myself, in the last 2 years, technology has driven me crazy as well. But I'm sure the young blood that we have on screen right now have become so comfortable with something that's just second skin for them. They are people who we adults look up to, not just as global citizens for tomorrow. In fact, I feel they're global citizens for today, because they've already taken the entire screen over. In fact, I think the world over economies depend upon youngsters and what they're doing, right? From what they're trending to what they're speaking, what they believe in, what they feel. I mean, anything that you use becomes an economical gadget that you will see yet another adult using it. You are role models more than we are. We look up to you, and I think the last 2 years have taught us enough that we no more are role models. You are our role models. We are learning from you. So in fact, this particular topic is not just close for y'all. It's good for us to learn from you. And that's the reason why when I was invited to be judge, I jumped to the occasion as I am taking part and getting to know more about what's happening world over, because that is what I take back to my young learners who range from pre-primary right up to grade 10. It's an international curriculum school. And obviously, a well-educated mentor makes it easier for others to learn from. And I love to learn from you. So I'm here, you are my mentors, and I'm come to the stage to learn from you. So all the very best and an amazing show, Miss Meenal. Hats off, awesome team spirit and awesome teamwork. Keep it up. I was here last year. I was there for the month. I'm here again this year, and I'm looking forward to the next year as well. So it has to be a hat trick. No two ways about that one. Yes, dear.
Thank you, dear ma'am, for this beautiful and wise words of wisdom. May I request speaker number 3 and 4 to be ready with their speeches. The third speaker, Elizabeth Benoit-Lapart, school code MTF. Can you please repeat after me? This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you. You are audible and visible clearly. You may begin with your speech now. Good luck.
Thank you. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. These are the words of William Shakespeare, which stand true in a world where a breach of trust could potentially endanger your life. Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and worthy audience. I'm Elizabeth Benoit-Lapart, representing DPS Monarch International School. I will be speaking on combating phishing. Phishing is a form of fraud in which an attacker masquerades as a reputable entity or person in email or other forms of communication. With the integration of social media and login methods such as login with Facebook, An attacker could potentially commit several data breaches on an individual using one phished password, making them vulnerable to ransomware attacks in the process. There are various phishing techniques used by attackers. Embedding a link in an email that redirects your employee to an unsecure website that requests sensitive information, installing a Trojan via a malicious email attachment or ad, which allows the intruder to exploit loopholes and obtain sensitive information. Here are a few ways you can combat against phishing. Deploy a spam filter that detects viruses, blank senders, etc. Keep all systems current with the latest security patches and updates. Install an antivirus solution, schedule signature updates, and monitor the antivirus status on all equipment. Thus, as our ever-changing world develops around us, we need to ensure a safer tomorrow for millions of families across the world. We need to take the necessary steps to identify phishing and prevent future scams, ensuring the safety of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for that amazing speech. Moving ahead, I would request the fourth speaker, Sheba Binu John, school code MTF06, to begin with their speech. Please repeat after me. This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you. You are audible and visible clearly. You may begin with your speech now. All the best, Sheba.
Thank you. The pernicious effect of plagiarism is a serious problem in today's society. In fact, it has become so common that many people are now using plagiarism as a form of communication and information exchange. This is because there are many ways to cheat by using, yes, the internet. Good afternoon. This is Sheba John, going to speak on the topic plagiarism or inspiration. Why should we avoid plagiarism? Plagiarism is not only a crime, but an act of theft of intellectual property. In the past, plagiarism was considered a crime against humanity. However, nowadays, it is becoming more and more common for stealing others' works. It is a serious problem which has been increasing day by day due to various reasons like lack of knowledge, carelessness, and laziness. Fear of failing, procrastination, and poor time management are among the many reasons behind this kind of act. So, we can understand that plagiarism can be defined as an act of copying or exploiting another person's thoughts and ideas. To complement to the topic given to me, let me sum up with a quote. If you steal from an author, it's plagiarism. If you steal from many, it's research. Thank you.
That speech was surely prepared with a lot of hard work and talent. Thank you, Sheba.
Let us now move on to our final two speakers. May I request the fifth speaker, Dhruv Sethi, school code MTF01, to pick any one of the remaining numbers on the screen?
I choose 3.
Thank you, Dhruv. And the topic selected by you is impact of social media on our identity. Now, I request speaker number 6, Alton Steve Roderick, school code MTF02, to pick a card from the screen.
I will go with 1.
Thank you. The topic selected by you is Android latest trends. We request you to kindly get ready with your speech and present it after 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I would like to introduce you all to our second judge, Ms. Devyani Kapoor, an ex-principal with over 30 years of experience in the education sector. She has worked with educational institutions like DAV, Amity School, Heritage School, Educom Solutions, K.N. Modi Foundation, Extra Marks, Cambridge University Press, The Great Place to Study, and many others. She is an author with Cambridge Publication, United Kingdom, and is credited to have authored several CBSE curriculum books. Dear ma'am, it will be a deep pleasure to hear you. May I request you to speak a few words?
Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be part judging an event like this. And honestly, to use the word judging is not doing justice, because I feel that I am an observer and probably I'm gaining a lot of insights while listening to all the lovely extempore speeches which were being spoken. And I would just say that, you know, last 10, 15 years has been years of a great revolution, children. And there has been an amalgamation of, you know, technology. There has been hybrid learning. For you people, this is something which is so natural. You were born with this kind of a, you know, whole setup and scenario. Now, I would want to first of all congratulate the management, the staff, the principal of DPS International Monarch to, you know, conduct something so humongous, a competition which, you know, spanned over a year and so meaningfully involved the students with such pertinent issues. I always feel that, you know, with now the knowledge being at the press of the button, what then is the role of the teachers, the schools, the principals? But my dear students, let me tell you something, that whenever you're in a state of dilemma, whenever you're in a state of confusion, you go back to your educators. You know, they help you with the art of discernment. They help you with how to remain mindful, how to remain in the situation. They help you with to identify that what is it that I need to grasp and when not to, you know, take it, or how much to take it. So I'll narrate a small anecdote and that'll be an end. So once there was a teacher and there were a number of students of class 8, and they all asked this question that, you know, the technology around, why should we have you? They were being given an assignment by their English teacher, and they said, why should we have you when all information is there with the press of the button, and when we have Google with us? And so the teacher says, okay, I will answer you, but first you have to complete this lesson. And if you remain good children, only then will I be answering your questions. The children being children, they were so inquisitive to get the answer that they were so attentive that the teacher finished the lesson in much before the required time. And while leaving, she said, yeah, now you ask me. So the children asked the same. And the teacher said that, look, my dear, the Google cannot make you sit like this. The Google can't answer your questions on ethical dilemmas. The Google will not teach you the lessons of morality. And yes, I would just say that we are surrounded by technology, my dear students. But, you know, things like cyberbullying, things like social media, the social media gives us a lot of identity. It gives us a lot of exposure. But then we need to understand that how our identities are being formed, how we are being transformed. So that is a very hairline difference. So beware when you're there on the social media, just beware, be mindful. And whenever you're confused, when you don't know, just go back to your teacher, and I'm sure she's going to do wonders for you. Thank you so much. And all the best to all of you. May the best man and the best girl win. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that short yet astounding address. I hope our last two speakers are now ready with their speeches. I would request speaker number 5, Dhruv Sethi, school code MTF01, to begin with his speech. Can you please repeat after me? This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you. You are audible and visible clearly. You may now begin with your speech. Good luck.
Thank you. Before I start, I just want to say you might just find me looking somewhere else. That's because I have connected my laptop to my TV because my screen is not working. Okay, so now I'm starting. Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Sethi. I study in social media is I found my grandmother's best friend from school thanks to social media. I'm so happy that I helped her. Nowadays, social media has made everyone an extrovert, and everyone nowadays are able to express themselves very well. But sometimes people on social media are not real. There could be fake accounts just messing you. No one else for no reason. This, I would like to focus more on positive because social media is a very good platform. You might have just seen a girl who just talked to Mr. Modi about her homework. These are the things that can happen that are very good in social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruv, for that great speech. I would now request speaker number 6, Alton Rodriguez, school code MTF01, to begin with their speech. Kindly repeat after me. This is an audio video check.
This is an audio video check.
Thank you. You are audible and visible clearly. You may begin with your speech now. Best of luck.
Thank you. Respected judges, teachers, dear friends, one and all present here, a very warm good evening. I'm Alton Steve of Noble International School. Today, I'm given the topic Android, Future of Computing. Since the IT revolution began, many operating systems have developed and used for different types of devices, including computers and phones. The Android operating system produced by Google is designed for mobile phone and computing products. The history of Android OS is marked by its development over many years, and Android 11 is the latest version. Android is everywhere, on the TV, cars, phones, tabs, etc. It has the power and mobility. Navigation is revolutionized by Androids. Data handling capacity increased sky high with it. Software developers use Androids to develop their products, and programmers contribute to Android itself. Android-based technology being inexpensive, people are able to afford multiple devices like a tablet for home and work, a mobile phone, etc. Versions of Google applications like Gmail, Google Search, and YouTube are optimized for Android use and freely available to all users. Android pushes artificial intelligence and dozens of other technologies of future computing. Android app development is taking the next leap without the merging of augmented reality and virtual reality with artificial intelligence by introducing advances in immersive technologies, including its visual positioning services. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Alton. That speech was magnificent.
I now take this opportunity to introduce our third judge for today, Ms. Devika, a technical expert who takes special interest in cybersecurity, believes all of us need to upgrade and update ourselves in order to survive in this world of competition. I'm sure you all will agree with her. May I call upon Ms. Devika to speak a few words?
Good evening, everyone. So I'm very impressed by all of the speakers today. Not just by the speakers today, I'm also impressed by like the MCs, the teachers at DPS, and the esteemed judges who I have the privilege of being alongside. And today, whoever wins should be very proud of yourselves because the competition is tough. And whoever doesn't win, you've given a really good, like you've participated and done a really good job. And most of you in such, like you had very little time to prepare and you've done a really good job. And I don't know, I think the teachers would agree with me when I say that you probably did way better than we would have at your age. And you obviously have very good exposure. And you're aware, like all of you who have spoken are pretty well read. And you're also confident. I'm very, like this is something that's very commendable. And the world that you live in today is very different from the world that your parents lived in and everything. This is neither a good thing nor a bad thing. There are advantages and disadvantages to each thing, each phase and each, like everything that goes on in life. And it's really nice to see you guys embrace what you have currently. And I hope that in the future, all of you get to have inter-school competitions where you can meet people in person. Know that it's not possible now because of the current situation, but you've done a really good job even given the situation that we are in. Just very proud of you. And like, yeah, I think judging is going to be very tough because all of you have done such a good job. Thank you. Thanks for having me as well.
Thank you, ma'am, for that short yet informative address. We all truly admire your wide sense of wisdom.
Dear viewers, we are sure you must be amazed by the speakers, as that was a marathon of amazingly delivered speeches. Congratulations to all the speakers for putting up such a great show. With that, we have come to the end of the event, Think Tank. Awards and recognition are not the mark of your success, but they're the beginning of your journey towards excellence. With great pride and honor, we will now recognize our winners of Cybertronics 2021 for the categories Weave and Poets, E-Designer, and Code Alchemist. We are glad to have with us Mr. George Thomas, School Director, who will be honoring and announcing the winners of the above-mentioned categories. Joining with us will be our Principal Ma'am. May I please request Ms. Nausheen, Faculty of English Department, to take the event ahead.
Thank you, Sakshi. A very pleasant good afternoon to everyone present today. The summit of success is not reached in a single leap, but in a series of determined steps. As you all have to do is to dedicate yourself, work hard, and give your best. Prize distribution is a memorable, proud, special, and most awaited event for every participant. It gives a sense of happiness and a sense of responsibility for fulfilling new endeavors. Students' hard work, dedication, and determination make them winners in every field, and awards recognize students' abilities and efforts and lift their self-confidence. I take this opportunity to announce the first 3 winning categories of this event. So let us begin with the most awaited segment of today's Monarch Tech Fest, Cybertronics Season 2. The first category is Code Alchemist, code CTC02. This was a coding-based competition. The topic for this event was to design a modern flat desktop application for a fast food restaurant through Visual Basic 6.0 language. Final round of question and answer was arranged with the individual team of students whose code was shortlisted based on the given criteria. To promulgate the winners of Code Alchemist, I would like to call our Honorable President of TPS Monarch International School, Mr. Hassan Chogle, sir, to kindly declare the winners. Over to you, sir.
Dear all, before I declare the result, let me congratulate the people who are going to win today, being a first, second, and third. But I would like to request to others who may not be the winners, but the participation is also called as a half winning. The category is Code Alchemist, school code MTF11, school name is Doha Modern Indian School, and the child name is Kenneth David Almad and Keith Lobo. They got jointly the third prize. The second prize goes to the school code is MTF12, DPS Monarch International School, Hardik and Ritvik Das. Congratulations to you. And the first prize, the school code is MTF06, DPS Modern Indian School, Manav Amrutya Aryan Khatri. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations to the winners. Our next category is the VWin Voice, code CTW01. This was animation-based video making contest. Theme for this category was cybersecurity. Shortlisted participants attended a question answer round to brief about the submitted project. May I call upon our beloved principal of DPS Monarch International School, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, to declare the results. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Nausheen. And as our school president has already mentioned that participation is more important. So before declaring the result for event category VWin Voice, I would like to congratulate all the participants, those who participated in this event and have given their best. You have put in a lot of efforts and we enjoyed evaluating your work, and the results are here. The third position goes to 2 schools, and the school code is MTF12 and MTF01. And the students are Sneh and Anditta. These are the 2 students, those who have received the third position. Now, second position goes to school code MTF06, Prithvi Raj Ukerit from DPS Modern Indian School. The first position goes to the school code is MTF03 and goes to Pratik Raut from APG School, India. Congratulations to all the winners and my best wishes for you and for your school. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Congratulations, students, for your dedication you have shown on the way to this achievement. The next award section is for e-designer, code CTD04, which is a digital brochure designing contest. The aim was to design a digital travel brochure for a tourist place of your choice. All the entries were accepted in JPG or PDF file. To do the honors, I would like to call a talented and expert ICT head of department, Ms. Indira Dev Roy, to enunciate the winners. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. I believe winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you're better, doing better, and than you've ever done before. Starting with the announcement, we have the third position, MTF02, Cambridge School, Noida, Vaibhav Yasasvi Akula. For the second position, we have 2 winners, DPS Monarch International, MTF12, Sanyukta Hariharan. MTF06, DPS Modern Indian School, Aryan Sujit. And the winner of this category is Prachod Raman, Noble International School, MTF02. Congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you, Indira ma'am. This calls for celebrations. Congratulations to all. Now, I would like to call Ms. Sachi to kindly take the event ahead.
Thank you, President Sir, Principal Ma'am, Indra Ma'am, and Nausheen Ma'am. Once again, hearty congratulations to all the winners and participants. Moving on to the next segment for today's event, Brain Warriors, the virtual quiz competition. Participants of this category underwent a preliminary round to be eligible to qualify for the finals. We have 6 teams who qualified the preliminary round and are proud finalists of Brain Warriors. Congratulations to all the 6 teams and best wishes.
Brain Warriors. The quiz competition marks the culminating segment of Cybertronics 2021. And to conduct it, we have with us a high-spirited, exuberant person amongst us. He is well known for his charming personality, grace, and the finesse in public speaking. A very well admired figure in the Toastmasters fraternity. He proves it to be true. Over 18 years into Toastmasters, he's a 2 times distinguished Toastmaster and has successfully played the role of Program Quality Director for District 116P. Professionally, an entrepreneur managing a fire protection firm in Qatar. He also loves writing. Recently co-authored a book, Decoding Communication, a handbook of effective communication. With great pride and enthusiasm, we're extremely delighted to introduce our quiz master, Mr. Manzoor Moideen. Let us welcome him with a great applause. I would request our quiz master to kindly take charge of the event and take it ahead.
Thank you, Atulya Subhash and Sachi Dadwal for a brilliant introduction, which I thoroughly loved. Now, I don't know who wrote this for you, but most of them, what you said is right, true. Most of them I said. Chief guest for today, Honorable First Secretary of the Indian Embassy to Qatar, Mr. Hemant Kumar Dwivedi. Honorable President of DPS Monarch School, Hassan Chowgle. Vice President, Mr. Yasser Nainar. Principal Meenal Bakshi. Teachers, students from different schools from around the world, a very, very good evening, good afternoon, good morning, according to your time zone. And welcome to the Monarch Tech Fest Season 2, the Cybertronics 2021. I was watching students giving impromptu speeches and those creative minds, and I was wondering what I've been doing all these years when it comes to the cyber. I have a 10-year-old son who is in grade 5, one of the schools here in Qatar, Birla Public School. At times he comes and says, Papa, come on, this is 2020, but you still don't know what is going around in cyber world. I said, come on, I am from the old school of thoughts. But then every time I interact with young children like you who are gathered here today, I feel so energized and young as well. And it's my proud privilege to associate with a quiz of this magnitude, which is all about tech and cybertronics. Before we begin, I'd like to just quickly run through the general guidelines. All the participants are requested to keep the cameras on through the duration of the quiz, and also to rename themselves with the school code that has been already given to you, their first and last name. For information, all the rounds are non-transferable. And a good news for all of you, no negative marks. Participants are requested not to use any virtual background for the meeting. And I'm sure everyone is present in your respective school uniform. We'll begin the quiz very soon. Now, I've been given the names of the teams: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Gamma, and Tango. 6 teams from 6 different schools. Now, what we'll do is we'll have a randomizer to pick the order of the participants. Are you ready? Do we have all the participants visible on screen? All the teams. Do we have the schools with their school code and the member name, the first and the second name? Okay. Sujit, do I have access to share the screen? so I can do the randomizing.
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Ms. Purnima, if you can.
Okay, here we go. All right, can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Gamma, and Tango. I'm going to randomize now. I'll do it because since we have 6 teams, we'll do it 6 times. 1. Okay, it says, again, let's do it once more. That's number 2. 3. It says you have randomized this list 3 times. 4. 5. And the 6th and the final round of randomizing. Here you go. Great. So here's the order. Request all concerned role players, including the timers and the scorers, to please make a note. The order is Charlie, Delta, Alpha, Tango, Gamma, and Bravo. Hope you have made a note of the order. Let me repeat: Charlie, Delta, Alpha, Tango, Gamma, and Bravo. So let me stop this share the screen. So is that clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, great. Let me look at the participants. Now, before we begin, I know it's cybertronics. I know it's a very serious topic. It's a serious subject, but does it mean that you got to sit so seriously? Come on, boys and girls. Cheer up for you. Okay, let me see. Who is part of Team Charlie? Charlie, who's... Do we have the participants of Team Charlie? No. Delta? Do you know which team you belong to? Or you don't know?
No, sir.
Okay.
Can I just speak
Yes,
here?
Shweta,
Myself,
please.
sir.
Shweta, please.
We'll be having a randomizer where the students will be opting, selecting the team that they belong to, and then we can go ahead with the same sequence, what you have randomized. So we allow the children to pick the team that they belong to. And then the participants, the quiz participants will be renaming themselves with the team names, what you will be selecting now. Just as we selected the speaker orders, you'll be doing that. Okay?
Okay, so can you just advise the students on how to do that? Like how to pick their team members or team, yeah? I thought they knew the names. That's the reason I had got these names from the school. Okay, so who's going to be Charlie? Is that the way, Shweta?
Yes, sir. Can I just, can we
Please.
wait for some?
Oh, they're going
Yeah.
to pick from this one.
Yes, sir. They'll be picking the team that they belong to.
Ah, okay. Didn't know that. All right. Okay, fine. So shall we do the randomizing once again?
Yes,
Better.
sir.
Better. Okay.
They can pick, sir. They know their team
Let them
names.
pick- no. And what I suggest is, Shweta, let them pick their choice now, and then we'll do a
Yes, sir.
randomizing once again. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So who will pick Alpha? At the count of 3, 2, 1. None?
So me and Keith.
Okay. It's Kenneth and Keith is opted for Alpha.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bravo.
Me and Rakesh.
Bravo. Me and Rakesh. Who is this me?
I'm Hisham.
Hisham, Muhammad Hisham and Rakesh. Charlie.
Divyam Bansal and Krish Agarwal.
Divan and
Krish Agarwal.
Resh Agarwal. Okay. And Delta.
Prakhar and Ritvik.
Prakar and Ritvik. Gamma.
Manas and
Verma
Soumya.
and Manas Gupta.
Okay, who are they? Manas Gupta and
Soumya.
Soumya. What Soumya? Is
Soumya
it
Verma.
Soumya? Okay, Soumya Verma. Tango.
Tejas and Ankush.
Tejas and Ankush. Okay, so you have already done the randomizing, I guess.
Yes, sir. And then we'll be asking the questions in this order.
Okay.
Charlie, Alpha, Gamma, Delta, Tango, and then Bravo.
Ah, that's how it is. Okay, so Charlie, Delta, Alpha, Tango, Gamma, and Bravo. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So this is the order. Wait. So you said Charlie is 1, Alpha is 2. Yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir. Charlie, number 1.
Okay.
Second question will go to the team Alpha.
Alpha.
Third will go to team Gamma.
Wait, let me just write down. Alpha.
We send it to you.
Okay, Alpha. Okay, Alpha is 2. Charlie is 1.
In the meantime, can we have the participants rename themselves as the team Bravo and your full name, first name, last name?
Okay, so first is Charlie, second is Alpha, you said, and third is?
Gamma.
Gamma. Okay, third is Gamma, and fourth is?
Delta.
Delta. Fifth is
Then
Tango.
fifth is Tango.
Okay, and the sixth is Bravo. Okay, so Bravo, let me just repeat. Bravo is Hisham and Rakesh. Gamma is Manas and Soumya. Tango is Tejas and Ankush. Alpha is Kenneth and Keith. Delta is, I think it's Prakar and Ritvik. Am I correct? And Charlie is Divan and Resh.
Yeah, ask them to return.
Once it's done, just let me know.
So, like, I can't rename myself, so can I rejoin?
Rejoin, you mean?
Like, I want to just rejoin the meeting. Like, I can't rename myself.
Who is that? Who is that?
Rakesh.
Rakesh, can someone from our IT team help him?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll do that. Rakesh, please stay with us.
Stay there, we can rename. So they'll be renaming with the team name only, yeah? Team name, and do they need to have their names as well? Or just
Whatever you prefer, sir. Whatever you prefer. But it will be easy for us to identify the names since we don't know their faces.
Okay, so the team name and their first name, first and second name, both?
Yes, sir.
Great. Once you're done, just let me know.
So I guess all the participants have renamed themselves. So we can go ahead.
Thank you, Shweta. Not sure if you know about the rounds. We have 3 rounds today. Round number 1 is testing times. Round number 2, picture perfect. And round number 3 is fast and furious. And what's so special about these round names? Any guesses? Can someone say what's so special about these rounds? Unmute and say. Oh, come on, guys. Am I the only one to speak today?
So all rounds, I think all rounds have different rules, and I think fast and furious means rapid fire.
Rakesh Raja. Yeah?
Yes.
Rakesh, was that the one? Okay, you were the one who just spoke.
Yeah.
Rakesh Raja, in short forms, it's RR. And if you look at the rounds, it's testing times, TT. Picture Perfect, PP, and Fast and Furious, FF. Like what Rakesh Raja just mentioned. The format for the first round, the testing times, general multiple choice questions will be asked. Number of questions are 3 questions per team, and only one team will answer at a time. So each team to nominate a designated player before the commencement of the round. So you have to tell me who is going to answer. Now the other person shouldn't jump in and give the answer. So make sure that you discuss in between. In the first round, for example, Charlie, we have got Divan and Resh. The 3 questions, I said I've got 3 questions in each round. The testing times. Divan can say, okay, whether you will be answering the first, second, or third, or Resh is going to answer all the 3, or you can choose in between. But say if Divan picks the first and second question, it will be Divan answering with the first and second question, and Resh the third one. The way you decide. Is it clear?
So can you repeat once again?
Okay, I'll tell you. For example, there's in the first round, the testing times, I've got 3 questions per team. And the team consists of, let's say I'll pick the team Charlie because, you know, they're the first one, Divan and Resh. It's between Divan and Resh to decide who will answer each questions. That's to be told upfront. Now, how do we do that? Let's say Divan says, now I know you haven't got the questions, but we'd like to test your knowledge on this topic. So Divan can say that, okay, Divan is going to answer the first 2 questions and Resh will answer the third one. Or is it Divan will answer the third question and Resh will answer the first and second? Or, you know, the choice is yours. But you have to tell us the order. Now, if one of you or both of you decide that one of you will answer all the 3 questions, it's absolutely fine. Okay for us. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
How about the other teams? Is that clear? So you're going to decide now. Okay, Keith.
So can we discuss amongst ourselves?
Yes, you will decide, you will discuss, and right now you will decide and tell us who will be answering which question, so that, you know, I'll know who's going to answer and we'll make a note of that.
Okay, sir.
How are you going to do that? WhatsApp, call, chat? Do that right away. Since both of you are sitting in two different locations. Once you're done, please let me know.
So I'll be answering the first 2 questions, whereas Keith will be answering the last.
Okay. Kenneth, first 2, and Keith, third. How about Team Gamma? Soumya and Manas. Prakar and Ritvik. Tejas and Ankush. Gamma, let's know.
Yes, sir. Sir, first round, all 3 Soumya will be answering.
Okay, so all 3 by Soumya. Okay, now Delta, Prakar and Ritvik.
So first round, first question will be answered by me, Ritvik, and the other 2 will be answered by Prakar.
So Ritvik 1 and Prakar 2 and 3. Great. Charlie.
Sir, all the 3 questions will be answered by me,
Divan, okay. Now we have Tango, Tejas and Ankush.
Sir, all the 3 questions will be answered by me,
Tejas. Bravo, Isham and Rakesh.
So the first 2 will be answered by Rakesh and the last one will be answered by Hisham.
Okay. Sorry, the first 1 and 2 will be answered by Rakesh. Let me repeat. Charlie, Divan will answer all the 3 questions. Alpha, Kenneth will answer the first and second, and Keith the third. Gamma, Soumya will answer all the three questions. Delta, Prakar will answer, so Ritvik will answer the first question, and Prakar will answer the second and third. Tango, Tejas will answer all the three. Bravo, Rakesh will answer the first and second, and Hisham the third one. Is that right? Is that what you decided?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, the first reply, of course, from the designated player will be considered as the final answer. So even if the other person, now since we have decided, even if the other person knows the answer, please don't jump in and give the answer, because we'll only consider that particular person. Now, 10 points for every correct answer. And your 15 seconds, I guess, yes. No, we've got 25 seconds for each question. Now, this is multiple choice. The question will be asked, and then you will find the answers, or rather three topics, 3 or 4, I guess, multiple choices in the screen, and you can pick your choice. You will have 25 seconds to answer. So don't jump into conclusion. You've got 25 seconds. Take your time, think, and give me the right answer. The second round, it's a picture-based round. 2 questions per team. Again, I'll come back to you asking who will answer which one before the round. Here, each team member, only that team member will answer at a time. And the first reply from the designated player will be considered as the final one. 10 points for every correct answer. And here, since you're watching this one, you don't need to think so much. You've got 15 seconds to answer. 15 seconds. By the moment I get an indication from the timers that your time is up, I'm afraid I'll not be able to come back to you. But in case if you feel that you didn't get the question right, well, it will be displayed anyways. I can just explain. Third round is fast and furious. As Rakesh just said, yes, it's the rapid fire round. You have 10 questions per team. Again, here you have to decide who will answer the questions. Now, this next question will not be asked unless answered or declared passed by the designated player. So if you don't know the answer, you can pass the question. And if there is remaining time, I'll come back to you. The total time duration for each set of 10 questions is 90 seconds per team or per participant. And again, 10 points for every correct answer. Now, if there is a tie after all the 3 rounds, well, we'll look at the scoring at that point, and then we'll decide whether we should go for a tie breaking or not. So if you are ready, I am ready. Yes, Gamma, you asked some questions. So can we pass? No, there's no passing this question. I said, once you've decided that who's going to answer the questions in each round, that's it. Now you're done. So even if it's wrong, it's wrong. You can't pass the question to the other person. Is it clear? Kenneth?
So what will be the timing for each question in round 2?
Each question in round. No, there's no each round 2, you said 15 seconds.
Okay.
Picture perfect is 15 seconds. The first round is 25 seconds, where you got 4 options to pick the answer from. Second is where you have a picture. And of course, the question will also be there. You got 15 seconds to answer in the picture perfect round. Third one, you got 90 seconds each. And 10 points for every correct answer. And that's same in all the 3 rounds. Any more raised hands? Any more questions? If not, we'll begin now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. I request everyone else to make sure that even accidentally you will not unmute yourself, because that will distract the whole session, because the questions will be fast and our participants would not have enough time to think, and if it goes wrong, so please make sure, let's respect the participants. Make sure you're muted through the session. If possible, your video is also off. Okay, I'll remove the spotlight because I'd like to see the participants, if that's okay. Sujit, is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sujit. Thank you, Sujit. Okay, so here we go. The first 3 questions of the first round, which is testing times, is for Team Charlie. And I've been told, okay, there's one request that I have to the host and co-host. If everybody is entering, after the quiz round is begun, please do not admit them. Let's get the round complete and only then admit the people who are in the waiting room. So that's my request to the host and the co-host. Let me again repeat. The first 3 questions are for Team Charlie, and all the 3 will be answered by Divan. Yeah, Divan, can you raise your hand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you are unmuted. Divan, Charlie. Okay, the moment I begin the quiz with your team, you can keep unmuted. Only you, the particular person. And can we just test the timing? Who is going to do the timing? Is it Manish? Who's going to do the timing?
Yes, sir. Mr. Manish is with us, so he'll be looking after the timings.
Great. So bear in mind, it's 25 seconds. Team Charlie and all the other teams, once again, I welcome you all to the Monarch Tech Fest Season 2, Cybertronics 2021. The first round, testing times. And the first set of 3 questions is for who? Mr. Divan. What does CIA in the CIA triad stand for in computer and information security? You will see the answers displayed now. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Constant information and availability. Confirmation, intervention, and ambiguous. Constant intention and ambience. What's your choice?
Option 1, confidentiality,
Option 1,
and
confidentiality,
availability.
integrity, and availability. Is that right answer? Are you confident, Diyam?
Yes, sir.
Is the right answer. Second question in this round is for you, again, you, Charlie, Diyam. The question is, an application development that creates application for a specific platform or device. It interacts and or take advantage of features and resources that are generally available for its parent platform. Here are your options. Native development. Wait. Who's displaying the questions? Just hold on for a moment.
Just hold on, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Hold on, children. Don't worry. This happens in technology.
Yes, sir. I've just gone through. This question is the next team's first question. So first, team 1 will be answering their first question. And the next question is going for the team 2. That is their first question.
So you mean to say that, okay, after the first question for the team A, I'll go to the second team, Alpha, yeah?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, now you have seen the question Alpha. The first question is for you, Kenneth. Your network security key protects your Windows network via the use of which 2 methods? And here are the options for you. The first one, you see the answers, right? Username and firewall, password and encryption, antivirus and encryption, and firewall and can't see this one. Encryption, yes. What's your choice?
Option 3.
Option 3 is password and encryption is the right answer. The next question is for Team Gamma and Soumya, you will answer this question. Team Gamma, what is the attack called? Evil twin. Soumya, here are the options for you. Rogue access point, Rochers, info point, or code war. Soumya, you're still muted.
Yes, I'm thinking.
Check the timing. 5, 4, no negative points. 2, 1, and 0. Time up. I'd mentioned this, there are no negative points. So, try and give out an answer. So, no points. And the next question is for Team Delta. And the first one will be answered by Ritvik. Are you ready, Ritvik?
Yes, sir.
Ritvik, are you ready? Here's the question. When a hacker attempts to attack a host via the internet, it is known as what type of attack? And here are the options for you. Discover attack, virus attack, remote attack, home attack. Ritvik. Seven, 6, 5.
So virus attack 3.
Virus attack is the wrong answer. The right answer is remote attack. Let's go to the next team, which is Tango. Yeah? Or is it? Yeah, it's Tango, and all the questions will be answered by Tejas. Tejas, here's your first question. Exploring appropriate and ethical behaviors related to online environments and digital media. And here are the options for you. Cybertronics, cyberethics, cyberlogic, and cyber law. And that's for you, Tejas.
Sir, I go with option 3, cyber ethics.
Cyber ethics, option 3. Are you sure, Tejas? You had enough time, few more seconds to go, but it's the right answer. Cyber ethics is the right answer. You got point there, and the next one is for Team Bravo. And the first and second will be answered by Rakesh. Rakesh, are you there? Rakesh?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so here's the next question for you. Which technique is used to verify the integrity of a message in cyber security? You see the question there, and here are the options for you. Reader's Digest, Message Digest, Scan Digest, or Conditioned Layout.
So Message Digest.
Message, you're not very sure, Rakesh Raja. Are you? Well, the answer is right. Message Digest is the right answer. The technique that's used to verify the integrity of a message in cyber security. With that, we come to the end of the first questions for each teams. Okay, now the second set of questions. Now, second question again for Charlie. Yes, it will be by Diwan. Diwan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's a question. An application development that creates applications for a specific platform or device. It interact and or take advantage of features and resources that are generally available for its parent platform. And here are the 4 options for you, Diwan. Parental development, original development, native development, or is it language development? The 5, 4, 3.
Parental development.
You said the wrong answer. The right answer is native development. The next question is for Team Alpha. Kenneth, you're going to answer this one. Kenneth, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the next question. This loop executes a block of statement till the condition specified is false, and it's terminated as soon as the condition holds true. In Visual Basic, this loop is opposite to do while loop. Now here are the 4 options for you, Kenneth. It's do, loop, while, end loop, while, loop, or do until loop.
While loop.
While loop is wrong answer. And the right answer is do until loop. The next question is for Soumya. Are you there, Soumya?
Yes, sir.
Soumya, here's your question, Soumya. He is a Canadian computer scientist, best known as the founder and lead designer behind the Java programming language. Soumya, here are the options for you to pick the right answer. Arthur Doyle, James Arthur Gosling, Charles Babbage, or Lady Lovelace?
James Arthur Gosling.
James Arthur Gosling is the right answer. You score there, Soumya. And the next question is for Team Delta and will be answered by Prakar. Prakar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Here's a question for you, Prakar. Now, this is a type of computer used for engineering applications, desktop publishing, software development, and other types of applications that requires a moderate amount of computing and high quality graphics capabilities. What am I talking about? And here are your 4 options to pick from Prakar Sahu. Is it a workstation, a PlayStation, a home station, or a workstation? Workstation, PlayStation, home station, or a workstation?
I would say workstation.
1, 2, 3, 4. Which one?
4.
First and fourth sounds the same. Workstation is the right answer. And the next one is for Tango and will be answered by Tejas. Tejas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Here's your question. What do you call that small piece of semiconducting material, usually a non-metallic chemical element in the carbon family, on which an integrated circuit is embedded? Here are the 4 choices for you, Tejas Renju. Circuit body, circuit chip, silicon chip, or is it carbon chip?
Sir, option 2, silicon chip.
Option 2, silicon chip. Oh my goodness, you're right. Got the right answer. Silicon chip is that small piece of semiconducting material, which the question I had already mentioned. And the last one, last team, bravo. Here, I think Hisham. No, it's Rakesh. You're going to answer the second question. When accessing a, oh, you have got the question. When accessing a website, which icon can be seen in the address bar to indicate that the website is secure? Rakesh Raja. Here are the options. Padlock, booting, reboot. Yes, Rakesh?
Padlock.
Is the right answer. Padlock is the icon that you see. And with that, we come to the second set of questions for all the 6 teams. Now we go to the third set of questions starting from Team Charlie. Again, Divyam, you're going to answer this question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's a question, Divyam. In Visual Basic, which property will highlight an item in the list when the program is running? Here are the options for you. Combo list, list index, checkbox, or option index.
Combo list.
No, time up. I think I'll not be able to give it to you. The answer was wrong. It was list index. List index. And the next question is for Team Alpha, which will be answered by Keith. Keith, here's your question. It's created by Google and is one of the commonly installed mobile operating system for mobile devices with support from various device manufacturers. It's an open source of operating system, which means developers are given access to unlocked hardware to develop new programs. Keith, here are the 4 options for you. Linux, Windows, Android, or iOS. Keith, Lobo.
I'm going to go with Android.
We'll go with Android. No, leave the Android here. You can't go with Android, but the answer is right. Yes, you scored there. The next question is for Team Gamma, and it's going to be answered by Soumya. Soumya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Soumya, here's the question, Soumya, for you. This device actually run on electricity. It was invented in time for the census of 1890, which only took 6 weeks to calculate the US population, which at the time was 63 million. Here are the 4 options for you, Soumya. Herman's calculating device, Hollerith's tabulating machine, manual abacus, Alston's arithmetic machine. What is your pick, Soumya?
Sir, Herman's calculating device.
Herman's calculating device. Wow, but that's a wrong answer, Soumya. The correct answer is Hollerith's tabulating machine. The next question is for Team Delta, which will be answered by Prakar. Prakar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Great. Here's your question. What technology should be implemented to verify the identifier of an organization, to authenticate its website, and to provide an encrypted connection between a client and the website? And here are your 4 options, Prakar. Encryption message, manual signature, digital signature, or is it authorized signature?
I would go with 1, encryption message.
Encryption message. The encryption message is the option number 1, but which is wrong. The right answer is digital signature. Next question is for Team Tango and will be answered by Tejas. Tejas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Here's a question. Alice and Bob are using public key encryption to exchange a message. Which key should Alice use to encrypt a message to Bob? Here are the 4 options. The encrypted key, the message box, the public key of Bob, or the public key of Alice. Tejas. One, two, three, 4.
Sir, I would go with option 3.
Option 3 was the message box, which is wrong. The right answer is the public key of Bob. The last question of this first round is for Team Bravo, and this question will be answered by Hisham. Hisham, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's your question, Hisham. An organization allows employees to work from home 2 days a week. Which technology should be implemented to ensure data confidentiality as data is transmitted? And here are your 4 options, Hisham. Is it ICR, VPP, FTP, or VPN?
Option 4, VPN.
Option 4, VPN is the right answer. With that, we come to the end of the first round. Which was the first round? Come on, someone.
So testing.
Testing time.
Okay.
Testing time.
Okay. Meanwhile, can I request the organizers to please disable the chat box while the quiz is on? Now, if you wish to admit people who are in the waiting room, please do that. Okay. Now, we'll get to know the score very soon while that's being tabulated. Can I see everyone? Okay, now we've got Divyam and Resh. Are you, both of you are from the same school or different school?
The same school.
Same school. Which school, Divyam?
APJ School, Panchsheel Park, New Delhi.
Where is that?
In India.
In India, where, Divyam?
New Delhi.
New Delhi. And Resh, you're also in the same school.
Yes, sir.
Which class?
Class 10.
Okay, Kenneth and Keith.
DMIS.
DMIS. Keith is also from DMIS.
Yes, sir.
How did you manage to get your team member with the same name, like starting with K? Like we have Rakesh Raja, Manzoor Muhyiddin, MM, KK, TT. Now you also have got this KK. Now, next was Manas and Soumya. Team Gamma. Manas and Soumya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which school are you from?
We are from Mount Olympus School. It's located in India, Gurgaon.
Gurgaon. Okay. Great. And Team Delta, Prakar and Ritvik.
Yes, sir. We are from Cambridge School, Noida.
Noida. We've got Noida, New Delhi, Gurgaon, and Team Tango.
So we are from DPS MIS, Doha.
Okay, DPS MIS. So we have DPS MIS, we have DMIS, and then 3 schools from India. And Team Bravo, Hisham and Rakesh.
Sir, we are from Monarch International School.
Monarch International School. That's Doha. So we have 3 from Qatar and 3 from India. I guess the scores are getting ready. Are you excited to know the score? Or you know the scores? Okay, I think I'm told that the scores will be announced a little later. So can we go ahead with the second round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before that, I'd like to just quickly clarify with our,
Yes, sir, the scores are ready.
Our scores are ready. Okay, great.
Yes. Let the kids know the scores. Yes, here are the scores after round 1, where Charlie, Delta, and Gamma are with 10 points, Tango and Alpha with 20 points, and Bravo is leading with 30 points.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to all the teams for reaching till there. But then remember, this is just the beginning. We've got 2 more rounds. The Picture Perfect, and what is the name of the third round?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Have you seen that movie, Fast and Furious?
Yes.
Have you seen the movie Picture Perfect?
No.
Who has seen that movie? None? Even I haven't seen that movie. I don't know if there's a movie in that name, but we'll have one. Okay. Okay. Now I think there have been some questions continuously been asked in the chat box. The same question for the 3rd time. So can I request the concerned to please send personal message to one of them, or maybe through WhatsApp or call, and we deactivate the chat while the quiz is on. Can we do that, sir, please? Sujit, can we?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We'll do that.
Let's deactivate the chat, but please do respond to that, because that person has been asking the same question for the 3rd time now. Okay.
Yes, yes.
One more question before we move to the visual round. So how are you going to ask us? Wait, again, you've got 2 questions each, right? Sujit?
Yes, sir. They will be answering 2 questions.
Yeah, before getting into the questions, I just want to clarify this one.
And 1 team at a time.
1 team at a time, which means both the questions will be asked back to back. That's what you say.
No. So first team will answer the first question. Then we go to the second team. They answer the first question. Then we go to the third team. So similar to the round 1, what we did.
Okay. So last time we had 3 questions. So we had to pick between these 2. Now, again, let me ask this because, only one of you can answer, or both of you can answer the same questions, or not both, one of you can answer both the questions. So I'd like to pick now. Charlie, between Divyam and Resh?
So
Team
Krish
Charlie.
will attempt both the questions.
Sorry?
Krish will attempt both the questions.
Okay, Resh will attend both. Team Alpha. Team Alpha, Kenneth and Keith.
So, same pattern.
No, but last time we had 3 questions. So one each you are saying, Kenneth and Keith.
Yes, one each.
First one by who?
Keith.
Keith and then Kenneth. Now, Manas and Soumya.
Both the questions by Manas.
Manas, okay, 1 and 2. Now, Delta, Ritvik and Prakar.
Ritvik will do.
By Ritvik.
Sorry,
And
one.
the second question by Prakar.
Sorry, Ritvik will?
So Ritvik will answer the first question and the second question will be answered by Prakar.
By Prakar, okay. Now, Tango, Tejas and Ankush.
Sir, both the questions Ankush will answer.
Okay. Bravo, Hisham and Rakesh.
Sir, I'll answer both the questions. I'm Hisham.
Who is that I? Okay.
I'm Hisham. I'll answer both the questions.
So let me repeat. Resh will answer for Team Charlie. Resh will answer first and second. Alpha, Keith will answer first. Kenneth will answer second one. Then Gamma, Manas will answer the first and second. Delta, Ritvik first and Prakar second. Tango, Tejas first and Ankush second, right?
Sir, no, Ankush will answer both.
Ankush will answer both. Okay. 1 and 2. And Bravo, Isham will answer both. 1 and 2. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we'll now begin with the first question for Team Charlie, which will be answered by Resh. Before the slide is presented, the slide will be there. You will see the question. You will see the clue, which is the picture, and then we'll go to the question, and then we'll give the answer. You've got options to pick from the answers. Is it clear? And again, you've got 15 seconds in this round.
Yes, sir. 15 seconds to go.
15 seconds, yes.
Yes.
Now, once the slide is, the picture is shown, okay. In fact, it comes with the picture and the options together in the same slide. So it's okay for you to pick from. Yeah. Okay. Can we go ahead? Resh, are you ready?
Yes.
You've got 15 seconds. First question. First clue, rather. The picture, perfect. Identify the person in the given picture. Is it Margaret Hamilton, Catherine Booth, Lady Ada Lovelace, or Grace Hopper? Time starts now. Resh.
Lady Ada Lovelace.
Lady Ada Lovelace is the right answer. Who is she? Just mentioned because it's a female picture. She is one of the greatest mathematicians. Okay, now we move on to Team Alpha. Keith, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's your question. Which is the fastest network topology among these 4? I think the timing was not moving. Please, can you just check the timing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are checking on it.
Sure. Let's have all the 4 options, please. Ring, tree, bus, star.
The star.
Sorry?
Answer 4, star.
Okay, can we get the answer, please? Is the right answer. That is by Keith. The next question. Okay, do we need to check the timing?
Yes, sir. That will not work in the slide.
No
but
problem.
the backend team is already seeing, and they will press a buzzer.
Okay, great.
By the end of 15 seconds. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So next is for you. Who is that? Manas.
Yes, sir.
Manas, here's your question. Identify the given picture.
Sir, options.
Options. Mainframe computer, macro computer, giant computer, or supercomputer.
So giant computer.
Giant computer is what? Wrong answer. And the answer is supercomputer. The next is for Team Delta. And Ritvik, you're going to answer the first one. Ritvik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ritvik, here's your question. What does this logo represent? And here are the 4 options for you. Unix, Solaris, Ubuntu, or Linux?
So Unix.
Unix is the wrong answer. Right answer is Linux. Linux. Do you know it has a name also? I saw that it's called Tux, the penguin, the logo of Linux. The next question in this round is this was answered by Team Tango. Tejas, Ankush, you just answered, right? Or was it? Next is Team Tango. Team Tango, Ankush, you're going to answer both.
Yes, sir.
Ankush, here's your question. Identify the name of the software. And here are the options. UPS Office, WPS Office, WPS Writer, and WPS Presentation.
Sir,
WPS, okay, I'll give it to you because since the timing is not working well. Yeah, Ankush.
Office, sir.
WPS?
Office.
Office is the right answer. Can we have the right answer, please? WPS Office. The next question is for Team Bravo. Hisham, you said you're going to answer both.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Here's the question. Identify the key
So the options.
Yes, of course. The logo is not related to. Look at the question. Logo is not related to. What are the options? Database software, graphics processing units, central processing units, and or drivers.
Database software.
Is the right answer. The logo is not related to the database software. Okay, so now we go back to Team Charlie, which will again be answered by Resh. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can move on to the next question. What is the name of the group? Here are the options. Options, please. Editing, window, paragraph, or drawing.
Paragraph.
Paragraph is the wrong answer. Answer is window. Next question is for Kenneth. Kenneth, are you there? Ready?
Yes.
Here's a question for you. Name the font style where you can find the given symbol. Here are the options for you, Kenneth. Wingdings 2, Mistral, Webdings, or Webdings 1.
Mistral.
Wrong. Right. Wingdings 2. Next, we have Team Gamma. Manas.
Yes, sir.
Manas, are you there? Here's your question. Identify the given symbol. Options, please. New comment, restrict editing, envelopes, or macros.
So restrict editing.
This is the wrong answer. The right answer is macros. The next question is for who? Team Delta. And that will be answered by Prakar.
Yes, sir.
Prakar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here you go. Identify the group of the given symbol. Options are layout, notes, zoom, macros.
Zoom.
Zoom barabar is the right answer. Is it the right answer? Yes. Now we move to Team Tango. Ankush, you're going to answer the next one. Ankush, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Here's a question. Identify the given chart type. Options, please. Line chart, pie chart, clustered chart, or is it bubble chart? Ankush.
It's a line chart.
Line chart, because it looks like lines. Wrong. It is a clustered chart. Can we have the answer, please? Just to make sure that I am right. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we move to the Team Bravo. Hisham, you said you're going to answer the...
Yes, sir.
Here is a question. Identify the given chart type. Here are the options for you.
The options.
Options, yes. Pie or pie chart, bubble chart, line chart, or pie chart.
Pie of pie chart. Option 1.
Is the right answer. So with that, we come to the end of the visual round. Do we have one more question, third question in this round? No, only 2 questions each, right?
Sir, we have only 2.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Only 2 questions.
We're done with all the questions in this picture perfect round. Now we'll wait for the results to be announced. While the tabulation is happening, let me just see. Okay, guys, Divyam and Resh, are you there?
Yes, sir. Crash.
Okay, what's your career plan, Resh? Resh? Hello, Resh. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about your career plan? Not yet?
No, sir.
No problem. Soumya, how about you? Oh, it's Krish or Resh. I don't know why I wrote Resh.
It's Crash.
It's Krish. Okay, I must have thought about that. Who acted in that movie, Krish? Hindi?
Ritik.
Hrithik Roshan. Okay, Soumya, what are your plans, Soumya?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. You guess, you know what I do? I'm an entrepreneur. All the best, Soumya.
Thank you, sir.
Prakar, how about you?
Not decided.
Not decided, but you got time to decide.
Yeah.
Okay, and Manas, I think I already spoke to Soumya. Kenneth, did I ask you?
No, sir.
You're not thought of?
No, I have.
Let's know.
Software developing and hardware analyst.
Software and hardware both. Wow. And Ankush?
So I haven't thought of it yet.
Not thought of it yet. And Rakesh?
Sir, I have not still decided.
No problem. You still have time to decide, but since you're all so much into IT, and I thought, maybe you have decided your career path in that, related to the IT, but it's absolutely fine. Now the scores are ready. Want to know the scores? No? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. We have got Sujit who will share the scoreboard now. Sujit?
Yes, sir. Here is the scoreboard, sir. We have Gamma with 10 points, Charlie and Delta with 20 points, Tango with 30 points, Alpha with 30 points as well. And after round 2, Bravo is leading with 50 points.
Okay. So we have got now 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you all know the scores. So it's 30, 50, 20, 20, 10, and 30. Now we move on to the interesting one. Again, don't look at these scores. The reason why, the next round. How many questions per round?
So we have 10 questions.
10 questions in 90 seconds.
And if any of these teams answers all the 10, how much do they score? The whole
Sir, score 100 points.
Yes. So 100 points is what you can score. So don't worry about the scores that has happened now. I may not look at you. So Sujit, I want you to, but make sure the timing works, because or otherwise at the 90th second, make sure the buzzer goes up. Now, if I've already started asking the 10th or whichever the question is, I'll complete the question. I'll be fair with all the teams. If I've already started asking the question, the time the buzzer is on, I'll complete the question and I'll give you an opportunity, whichever the team is. But try to answer. But if you don't know the answer, you can pass. And if there is time still available in your time slot, I'll go back to those questions. Is it clear? Any doubt?
Well, I have a doubt in the past thing.
Past round?
No, what to pass and how to pass.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. But before that, you must tell us who is going to answer the questions. Only one of you will answer, not both. Now, whoever it is, he'll be there and he'll answer all the 10 questions or pass it or give me wrong answers. Now, when I say pass, for example, I'm going to ask capital of India. You said Delhi, capital of some other country. If you don't know, you said, if you have doubt, you can pass that so that I can go to the third question. And if there is time remaining after all the 10 questions, I'll go back to the question that has not been answered, which has been passed. But the moment you give a wrong answer, that's done.
Yes, sir.
Clear? All of you? Okay. Now, who is going to answer from the team? Charlie.
Sir, can we tell you in a minute or so?
Sorry? Who's going to answer from team Charlie?
So can we tell after some time?
You'll tell after some time?
Yes.
Okay, do one thing. I'll give you 5 minutes because we'll have don't leave. We'll have a stretch break because I'll just, stand up and sit and probably stretch for 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah? 2 minutes is enough?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we don't get options in this, right?
No options. No options. Okay. Options are with you. You got 3 options. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. You got 3 options. Give me the correct answer, wrong answer, or pass them. Okay.
Well, if we give the wrong answer, then all the remaining questions are.
Yeah, I'll go to the remaining questions. Okay. But there are no
Sir,
negative.
In total, we have to tell all the 10 questions. 96.
Not necessary. See, I'll tell you. I have got 10 questions. Suppose if you take so much of time until you give me the answer, a firm answer, whether to pass or a right answer or wrong answer, I will not go to the next question. Suppose if one of you takes the whole 90 seconds thinking about the answer, you lose the opportunity. So what you do is, if you are 100% sure about the right answer, give me the answer so that I can tick here. I can write down it is correct or wrong. Now, if you pass and if you're really quick enough, I'll have enough time in that 90 seconds to come back to you and ask the question that has been passed. Those questions that has been answered wrongly, that's lost. Now, the only thing is these 10 questions will be posed to one of your team members, not divided between both. So you have to decide who will answer all the 10 questions. Clear? Any more questions? Other than these 10 into 6, 60 questions. Any more questions, my dear children? If not, you've got 2 minutes to decide who will attempt this fast and furious. Okay, so let's begin the fast and furious. And who is going to speak or attempt the first team, which is Charlie?
I will be doing Krish.
Krish will be doing. Okay, the moment I say your time starts now, and then I'll start the question, the timers will also begin the timing for 90 seconds. Yeah. Now, if in case the question is not clear, you can always come back and ask, but again, make sure it is within the timing. So the first 10 questions is for you, Team Charlie, and that's for Krish. Ready, Krish?
Yes.
Krish, are you ready? Okay. Rest, please, I request everyone else to stay muted. Krish, your time starts now. ENIAC, ENIAC, computer belongs to which generation?
First generation.
Correct. Expand IRQ.
I have to tell the full form.
Yes, expand IRQ. I said expand IRQ.
Interrupt request.
Correct. Name of the first computer spreadsheet program.
Pass.
True or false? Recursion is always the best way to code programs and create functions.
True.
Wrong. Which was the first calculator that performed all the 4 arithmetic operations?
Python program.
Wrong. Who is known as the father of internet?
Bent curve.
Correct. Is the backtracking algorithm used for decision making in game theory? Request others to stay muted.
Yeah, 90 seconds are over.
Okay, since I started, which is the backtracking algorithm used for decision making in the game theory?
Sir, 90 seconds are over.
Okay, I know. I said I'll continue with the question which in the time of the buzzer. So if you don't want to answer, I'm okay.
Sir,
So
what is the question?
Which is the backtracking algorithm used for decision making in game theory? Okay, time up. So you've got 1, 2, 3 questions answered correctly and 1 was passed. The next question, the set of questions is for Team Alpha. Who's going to answer?
So I'll be answering.
Who is that? Who?
Keith.
Keith, you're going to answer.
So before we begin with the next team, just a small pause here with the presentation where we have our chief guest who has come now, will be addressing the gathering. Just a hold for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
With great delight and honor, let me introduce to you all the chief guest, Dr. Hemant Kumar Dwivedi, First Secretary, Embassy of India to the State of Qatar, a well-recognized, dynamic personality known for his administrative skills. He likes to work towards connecting young minds to strive towards success and achievement. We are extremely grateful to him for accepting our invitation and gracing as the chief guest for today's event. Let us welcome him with an applause. May I request our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Hemant Kumar Dwivedi, to address the gathering.
Thank you so much. Atulya, you were a great host along with Sachi Dadwal. Indeed, impressive to know such young minds doing so well, so confident. Namaskar to the guest of honors, Shri Hasan Chowgle ji, Yasir Nainar ji, Principal Bakshi ji, the judges in absentia, Devika ji, Divyani ji, Maria ji, and most elegant quiz master of the day, a dear friend Manzoor Mohiuddin ji. I'll start with what APJ Kalam remarked. Educationists should build the capacities of the spirit of inquiry, creativity, entrepreneurial, and moral leadership amongst the students and become their role model. Little ahead to create soothing ripples in realms of education in Doha with modern gadgets, DPS Monarch International School, the second campus of DPS MIS, in a very short span, has been able to carve a niche for itself as a tech-savvy school. Right, so especially during the ongoing pandemic, when the technology became a necessity. Despite the fact that the internet has positively impacted people's life, there are many negative issues, as well as especially when a child has gadget in her or his hand. The internet provides a wide range of fun activities for children and educational materials, but as kids surpass their parents in tech savviness, their digital profiles can easily become a target for cyber criminals. Learning the basics of good cyber hygiene and awareness would help us stay safe while perusing the web, and sooner the better. And I'm happy that the extempore speeches which were made were wonderful. All the readers, all the speakers were well read and precisely to the point. I add to say the positive engagement and thinking is the key, and I'm happy to note the Cybertronics, a computer-based competition, and inter-school informatics symposium is one that right platform, linking India and Doha together. Excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. The participants proved it right. Very well prepared, wondered if time duration could have been more when the extempore was going on. The deliberations during think tank reflected the in-depth knowledge of the participants, and this would certainly go a long way in creating the very buzz to ignite several hundreds minds to actively raise the quality of techno-thinking. I again quote APJ Kalam Sahab when he said, all of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talents. And our young friends who are competing during this quiz, at this quiz platform, who may not be amongst the top contenders or the top 3, should use this opportunity and remember that this is first attempt in learning. It has been a pleasure to be a part of wonderfully conducted program. A special thanks to very confident and beaming MCs Atulya, Subhash and Sachi Dadwal. And this stage certainly will take a leap with clear-headed participants. Wishing Cybertronics good luck in all future editions. Thanks again. Thank you so much, dear young friends. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those wonderful words of enlightenment and motivation. Now, I humbly request Manzoor sir to continue with the breathtaking quiz.
Thank you so much. Thank you, girl, once again. And it's always a pleasure listening to Hemant Dwivedi ji, because even now when he quoted a former president, APJ Abdul Kalam, when he mentioned that everyone may not have the same talent, but you have an opportunity to develop your talent. And this is one such platform. Thank you so much, Hemant sir, for reminding all of us. So now we continue with the fast and furious round. And I just asked, is it Keith or who is
Yes,
going
sir,
to?
it's Keith.
Keith. Keith is going to respond, and you've got 10 questions and 90 seconds. Do we have Sujit? Are you ready with your team? Sujit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are ready.
The moment I say your time starts, they'll begin the timing, and then I'll begin my questions. Okay. Team B, which is Alpha, and answered by Keith. Request all of us, everyone, to please stay muted, and please do not let anyone enter the room while the quiz is on, while these questions are on. Host and co-host to make sure that no one is admitted, and stay muted. Rest everyone except myself and Keith. Keith, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Your time starts now. Java is an example of which generation programming language?
Fourth.
Wrong. Expand. SLIP.
Pass.
Which option is used in MS Word to convert speech to text?
Speech to text.
Wrong. Are do while and while loop the same?
Yes.
Wrong. Name the first microprocessor.
Pass.
Who is the CEO of Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Wrong. Wildcard domain names labels begin with what?
Pass.
One loop inside the body of another loop is called what?
Nested loop.
Correct. What is the name of the computer program that contains the distilled knowledge of an expert?
Pass.
One nibble is equal to how many bits?
Pass.
What? Expand. COBOL.
Pass.
Okay, so now you have answered only one right question, one right answer, one question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's confirmed. Just give me a moment. Okay, next team is, who's the next team? Gamma, who's going to represent? Who's going to answer the questions?
Soumya Verma.
Sorry?
Soumya Verma.
Soumya, okay. Soumya, your time starts now. Expand DHA.
Pass.
In which year was Intel founded?
1984.
Wrong. Name the desktop database application that is part of MS Office suite.
MS Access.
Correct. True or false? Java keywords are written in lowercase as well as uppercase.
True.
Wrong. Who is the CEO of Infosys?
Pass.
What displays a list of items from which the user can select one or more items in Visual Basic?
Pass.
The first artificial intelligence programming language was called what?
No, I don't know. Pass.
DARPA, the agency that has funded a great deal of American artificial intelligence research, is part of which department? DARPA.
Pass.
Removing unwanted area of a picture is called what?
Cropping.
Correct. Who is the CEO of Google?
Sundar Pichai.
Correct. I'll go to the past. Okay. Expand DHA. I'll give it DHA. Soumya, you can answer that because since I asked already. DHA. Okay, so you got 1, 2, and 3 right answers. The next one is for team Delta. Delta, who's going to attempt the questions?
So Ritvik.
Ritvik, your time starts now. What decade did formal artificial intelligence research begin?
So 1990s.
Wrong. Expand. EEPROM. EEPROM.
Pass.
What is the shortcut keys for creating hyperlink in MS Word?
Control A.
Wrong. Yes or no? Can we assign a keyboard shortcut of our choice to a macro?
Yes, true.
Correct. Which programming language is used for creating special programs like applets?
Java.
Correct. For what purpose do we use a macro in MS Office?
To add external objects.
To what?
To add external objects and refer to documents.
It's a repetitive task. Okay. Fortran was designed by who?
Jack. John Backus.
Ron is correct answer. ER diagram in DBMS stands for what?
Pass.
What is the other name for additive manufacturing?
Pass.
What are the 2 ways to arrange multiple windows on the desktop?
First is to slide towards the end, and other
is to arrange. No, I think. So you answered 3 right questions. 1, 2, no, 4. 4 right questions. Yeah. Okay, can you just give me the answer for this question? For what purpose do we use macro in MS Office?
So I said in order to refer to other documents as well as add other objects to a particular document.
Okay, fine. Okay, because you mentioned to add other objects. Okay, I'll give it to you. The next question, set of questions is for team Tango. Who's going to attempt?
Sir, I'll be attempting.
Who's that?
Tejas.
Tejas. Okay. Tejas, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
1 second. Tejas.
Yes, sir.
Your time starts now. When or in which year was dot matrix printer introduced?
Sir, 1994.
Wrong. Expand ARP.
Pass.
Name the desktop database application that is part of MS Office suite.
MS Access.
Correct. Counter is an integral variable that is incremented in a Visual Basic programming. True or false?
False.
Wrong. Who is considered to be the grandfather of artificial intelligence?
John McCarthy.
Correct. What is the use of gutter margin in MS Office?
Pass.
Which Bing, B-I-N-G, is a web search engine owned and operated by which company?
Pass.
What does the function key F12 do when you are using MS Office?
Pass.
Expand JSP.
Pass.
We can keep multiple versions of a Word document in a single file by using which feature?
Second, repeat.
We can keep multiple versions of a Word document in a single file by using which feature?
Sir, I don't know. Pass.
Okay. Expand ARP. Time up. You got. Thank you. You got 2 right answers, and the last set of 10 questions is for team Bravo. Who is going to answer? Is it Rakesh or Hisham?
Sir, it's me, Rakesh.
Rakesh. Rakesh, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Your time starts now. In which year or when was Windows 10 released?
Sir, I think 2015.
Correct. Expand DHCP.
Sir, can you repeat?
Expand DHCP.
Sir, is it? Sir, I don't know. Pass.
Which file are made style?
Sir, I can't hear you. Sir, I can't hear you. Can you repeat?
Someone else is unmuted, I guess. I'll repeat. Which file are contents ready-made styles that can be used for a Word document?
Sir,
which file are contents ready-made styles that can be used for a Word document? In Visual Basic Programming, step value is used to increment or decrement value of a counter. True or false?
True.
Correct. Java was introduced by which company?
Pass.
In Excel, which shortcut key is used to hide the selected rows?
Sir, CTRL plus Hutch.
Wrong. Another name for a logic chip is what?
The name for?
Logic chip.
So another name for logic chip is a microprocessor.
Correct. Okay. I think because you had time, you had some distraction in between. Was it there? Can you just confirm?
Yes,
Sujit?
sir.
Sujit?
Yes, sir. He had some distractions in between.
So do they deserve one more question?
They deserve another 5 seconds. They deserved another 5 seconds, which was given. So it was done, sir. So it's proper now. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So nice of you, Sujit. You know, stepped into what's been required. Thank you so much. So with that, we come to the end of all the 3 rounds.
Yes, sir. So just give me some time. If any tiebreakers are, I'll let you know. Okay.
Sir, how much questions did I answer correct? Like.
Okay, I'll give you the answers. Who is that? Who just asked me that question? Okay, now no more points. All the contestants, all the participants, you can unmute and give me the answers when I ask the questions. Because all those questions that have been asked. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Expand DHCP. Anyone?
Dynamic host
configuration protocol.
Absolutely right. Which file are contents ready-made styles that can be used for a Word document? Which file are contents ready-made styles that can be used for a Word document? Anyone?
Auto style?
Templates. Java was introduced by which company?
Sun Microsystem.
Sun Microsystem.
Microsystem. In Excel, which shortcut key is used to hide the selected rows? Control plus? Section plus 9, you said some other. Oh, okay. Who is not participating in the quiz, please remain muted. If you have any background disturbance, so again, please stay muted. Who is known as the inventor of WWW? World Wide Web.
Tim Berners-Lee.
Tim Berners-Lee.
What's his? What does Tim stand for? His full name? Is it Timothy?
Yes, sir. Timothy.
I remember asking this question in one of the recent quizzes. What is the Apple's marketing name for its 802.11b wireless networking technology?
Airport.
Airport.
Yeah. If none of you answer, I want to say that we've all been there at least once in a lifetime. Okay. What does FIFO, not FIFA, FIFO in data structure stand for?
So first in, first out.
First in, first out. Okay. The next question: when or in which year was the dot matrix printer introduced?
So 1969.
1970. You're very close, but the person who answered said 1984, I think. Okay, the next one, expand ARP.
Sir, address resolution protocol.
This is what happens in quiz. You might know all the answers, but the moment you know that you've got so much of time and you can't get those questions correct.
Sir, I know, but I was not the one who was answering.
Yeah, I know, understand. And you don't want to give the wrong answer also. Counter is an integral variable that is incremented in a Visual Basic programming. True or false? The person said false, but it's true. The next question: what is the use of gutter margin in MS Office? Gutter. Okay, it's adding space to binding side. Don't Google now. I can hear the keyboard sound. You can ask me, answer me. Bing is the web search engine owned and operated by which company?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. What does the function key F12 do when you're using an MS Office?
So which key?
So grammar.
F12. Save as dialog box, right? Expand JSP.
Java Server Pages.
Java Server Pages.
Mansu sir?
Yes, sir.
Sujit here. Yes.
Done?
Yes, sir. We have a tiebreaker, and the tiebreaker is for the third position. That is between Charlie and Tango,
Okay.
where both the teams got 50 points each.
So we'll just break the tie first, and then we'll go to the first and second. Now we got a tie between, you said,
Charlie and Tango.
Tango. Yeah, we have it here. All the scores are not me, but my wife. She's been helping me. Okay. Now, who is from Charlie and who is from Tango? It's between Charlie and Tango, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who will represent Charlie and who will represent Tango? One person.
What are the rules?
Okay, I'll ask 3 questions to, is it 3 questions? How is it going to be? Okay, I've got 3 questions each.
Yes, it would be 25 seconds given to the team.
Correct. 25 seconds given to the team. Now
Yes.
I've got 3 questions for each team. But what I'll do is, Sujit, this one
Yes, sir.
we will not go to the first, second. What I'll do is I'll ask 3 questions.
Yes, sir.
Now these questions are not going to be displayed. I'm going to ask the question.
Yes.
Only one of you will answer. If you give a wrong answer, there are no negative points, but we'll calculate how many points did you score on the 3 questions, among these 3 questions. So the maximum that you can score is 30 points. We'll see if both of the teams again score 30 points. We'll again go for another tie breaking. We'll go for 3, 4, but 5th, if I'm tired, I'll say thank you so much. We will decide. Okay. Now,
Sir, for each question, we will have 25 seconds.
25 seconds each. Which one? Each question you will have 25 seconds each. Yeah, 25 seconds. That's fine. Okay, so 3 questions per team. What I'll do is I'll go with 3 questions for team A and 3 questions for team B. Now we got Charlie and which one was the second team? Tango. Correct?
Yes.
Charlie and Tango. Now who will represent from Charlie?
Sir, Divya.
Divya. And Tango?
Sir, Ankush.
Ankush.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, here I'm not going to do the Charlie. Okay. Divyam and Ankush. What are your second names? Ankush.
Sir, Ghosh.
Ankush, what second name?
Ghosh. G-H-O-S-H.
G.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Divyam.
Bansal. B-A-N-S-A-L.
So I'll go by the alphabetical order of the second name. I didn't know, your names. I didn't know who would have the tie, and I never knew who is going to come forward. So I'll first go with Divyam. Divyam, you said your second name starts with B, right? So in the alphabetical order of the second name, I'll go with Divyam. Divyam, you've got 25 seconds each. Now, if you know the correct answer, you can just go, but no negative points. But I request you to be very quick. 3 questions each, 10 points each, so you can score maximum of 30 points. But again, if your score is more than the other teams, it will not be considered. This is just between both these teams only for tie breaking. The team that scores more points in this round will be the third place winner. Correct? Is it clear? Suppose if you score more than the other team, you can't say that, okay, I'm first and second. Okay. Divyam, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here are your questions. What kind of cyber security risk can be minimized by using a virtual private network, which is VPN? What kind of cyber security risk can be minimized by using a virtual private network?
Basically, it can be phishing attacks, and our IP address can be hidden from other networks.
No, there's where very specifically it says what kind of risk can
Sorry,
be.
my video was off. Phishing attacks. Phishing attacks.
Pardon?
Phishing attacks.
It's not phishing attack. It is use of insecure Wi-Fi networks. The second question is cloud. 25 seconds is for three questions, Sujit? No, the first question. Okay. Cloud in cloud computing represents what? Cloud in cloud computing represents what? Cloud in cloud computing represents what?
Storage data. Storage data.
Storage? No. The OSI model is divided into how many processors called layers? The OSI model is divided into how many processors? Processors called layers, not processor. Processors called layers. Ask me the number. Divyam, the OSI model is divided into how many processors called layers? Is my question.
Seven.
I'm afraid. Did he answer, Sujit, when the buzzer went on? I think
no, sir.
Buzzer went on first.
Yes, buzzer went on first. He didn't answer.
I'm afraid.
So it's chance for Tango.
Sorry for that, because I had mentioned this one. Okay, the next set of questions. Again, we'll see if who is going to take the next question. Ankush, whether Ankush answers the response or not. Ankush, what is the... One second. Ankush, here are the questions for you. What are the two basic types of attacks?
Phishing attacks, malware attacks.
Basic types of attacks, wrong. The length of an IPv6 address is how many bits? Wrong. The protocol by which a website encrypts session with the digital certificate. The protocol by which a website encrypts session with the digital certificate.
TCP/IP.
Wrong. So again, we'll have one more round for both of you. Now, no more 25 seconds for each question. 10 seconds for each question. Sujit, can you please help me with that? 10 seconds for each question. Let's be quick. Yeah.
Perfect, sir. Perfect. Let's go for it.
Okay, now I'll begin with Ankush. Ankush, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What is the first phase of hacking?
Reconnaissance.
Wrong. How much data is represented by roughly 1 billion bytes?
It's a gigabyte.
Correct. What was the HTML editor that was part of Microsoft Office until 2003?
Notepad.
Wrong. Now the next question, set of 3 questions is for you, Divyam. Are you there? Divyam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The process of trying to tempt the target to provide personal information to perform illegal actions. I'll repeat the question. The process of trying to tempt the target to provide personal information to perform illegal actions is called what? There are 2 devices open. Please switch off one of those.
So can you repeat once again, because there was a lot of
Trying to tempt the target to, I think, yeah, because you had enough time. Second one is compact discs. According to the original CD specification, hold how many minutes of music?
Sir,
the other device, my dear.
how can I note the time?
74 minutes.
Don't check with anyone. Don't check with anyone.
Yeah, okay, time up.
How many minutes you said?
74 to 80 minutes.
74 to 80 minutes. I'll come back to that question. Yeah, answer. What is bibliometry?
Statistical methods to analyze books.
Wrong. Give me a minute. Okay, thank you so much. I'm back here. I'm back. Now, the questions that I asked to Ankush, I guess you answered one question, right? 1 gigabyte. Ankush?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then it was, who else? Divyam, you answered one of the questions, but again after the buzzer was on. And as a quiz master, I think I'll take that privilege to declare that I will not be able to consider that question being answered at the time, Ankush, sorry, to Divyam. So I'll accept that and I'll confirm that Ankush and his team will be broke the tie and has been declared as the 3rd place winner. Okay, Sujit, back to you. So now you can declare the scores. Duck, duck. Wait. Duck, duck.
I'm saying we won't.
I said create some suspense.
Yes. No, we won't. We won't. Actually, they have to wait. They have to wait for the final scores, and it will be, yes, it will be announced by the esteemed guest of honors.
Okay, but the problem is now we know who the 3rd place winner is.
But we don't know the excitement of 1st and 2nd place winner.
Okay, that's right. Ankush, wipe out whatever you saw and heard till now. Thank you so much. And back to you, my dear wonderful master of ceremonies.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
That was a wonderful and breathtaking quiz. Thank you so much, Manzu sir, for conducting the quiz with such perfection.
Once again, I would like to invite the faculty of English department, Ms. Nausheen, to declare the results for the unit. Over to you.
Thank you, Sachi. Good evening once again. There will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits. Now, it is time to shine a light on the cyber stars who proved that where there is a will, there is a way. Now, it is time to declare our next award category, that is e-Innov, code CTE03. This was the website designing contest. The theme of this contest was eco-friendly goods and sustainable products. Shortlisted participants attended a question and answer round to brief about the submitted project. To announce the winners, may I call upon our diligent and exuberant activity coordinator, Ms. Shweta Kwashti, to declare the results. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Nausheen ma'am. And congratulations, winners. And the winners for the e-Innov category are, the third position is shared between two schools. First, DPS Monarch International School, and the winners are Shaurya Viraj Singh and Arush Singhal. And the second team that is sharing the third position with DPS Monarch International School is DPS Modern Indian School, and the students are Abhinav Satyajit and Abul Kalam Akbar Ali. For the second position, we have with us Akshita Kashyap and Arnav Singh from Cambridge School. And the winner for this category is Shanvant Arun Moli, Birla Public School. Congratulations all the winners and best wishes to all the participants. Thank you so much. Over to you, Nausheen ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Warmest congratulations to you all on your achievement. The next award category is Mesmerize, code CTM05. This was an audio remixing competition. Shortlisted participants attended a question and answer round to brief about the project. May I call upon our respected secondary school headmistress, Ms. Madhu Uppal, to kindly announce the results of the event. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Nausheen. And before I announce the category, the winner for this category, and I'm sure about one thing, that these winners have the creativity and the talent to create something extraordinary. And after winning this event, definitely they'll feel proud and more confident. So we'll start with, and the results are the third position bagged by school code MTF05. The school is Alcon Public, and the winner is Ritvik Sharma. Congratulations, Ritvik. And we move on to the second position, which is won by school code MTF12, which is DPS Monarch International School, and the winner is Nada Mohammed. Congratulations, Nada. And the first position secured by school code MTF06, DPS Modern Indian School, and the winner is Saksham. Congratulations, Saksham.
Thank you, ma'am. A big round of applause for all the winners. Hold your breath. This is not the end. We have more awards and awardees coming up next. So the next award is for Think Tank, code CTT06, the extempore competition. To qualify the preliminary round, participants sent a video on one of the proposed topics. To enunciate the winners, may I request our president of DPS Monarch International School, Mr. Hassan Chogle, sir, to declare the results of Think Tank event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nausheen ji. Dear all, actually this topic, Think Tank, this was a competition of a speech. I think it was not easy because impromptu speeches were given. but I think we should salute to our students from all international schools who performed so well. The third prize, the school code is MTF02, Noble International School, to Alton Rodriguez. Congratulate Mr. Alton, Master Alton. The second prize goes to MTF06, DPS Modern Year School, Sheha Binu John. Congratulations, Sheha. And the first prize goes to MTF12, DPS Monarch International School, Elizabeth Binu Alai. Congratulations to you. Before I conclude, just I want to say to Mr. Manzoor Mohiddin, who had a quiz contest. Mr. Manzoor, it was wonderful to see the quiz contest. Okay, our students were not so prepared, but I think this is something, a novel idea. And I request you, because most of the international quiz contests are done by the books. So you can also print one book with 2,000, 3,000 questions, which can be circulated to the students, so that it will add the knowledge to them, and even knowledge to so many like me also, who can read these books and get knowledge. And that will help the student to participate. Third thing, this novel idea of Cybertronics was possible because the Monarch is a digital school and complete IT infrastructure has been provided by the management. But it is possible because of our dynamic and intellectual principal, Ms. Minal, her team of teachers who are so IT savvy, and our students who all mutually has made this happen. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations to the rising speakers on your well-deserved success. Now, it's time to promulgate the winners of Brain Warriors, a virtual shout-out. I request our principal, ma'am, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, to please honor the students with the results.
Thank you, Ms. Nausheen. Before announcing the result, I would like to say that a competition makes one strive to do better. It trains to seek out challenges and to endure setbacks. Wonderful job done by all participating schools. I must say that you all are the bundle of knowledge. Well done, students. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Manzoor Mohiddin for conducting this quiz and making it a very successful and memorable for each one of us. Thank you, sir. And now it's the time to announce the results. So let's announce the winner. Starting with the third position. So the third position goes to DPS Modern Indian School, Qatar. Congratulations. The second position goes to Cambridge International School, Noida, India. And the first position goes to our own school, DPS Monarch International School. Many congratulations to all the winners. Well done, children, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A virtual shout out to all the winners. And now it is time to announce the overall best school who will be receiving the rolling trophy for this season. May I request our Vice President, sir, Mr. Yasin Nena, to kindly announce the results. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me, Nausheen ma'am?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. I'm very sorry. I was pulled into a meeting in the Indian Embassy. I just came out of the embassy, and I'm glad that I could join at the last moment. I'm very happy that such a beautiful event took place today. So many schools have participated from all over the world, and thank you, Meenal ma'am. Thank you, team, and also a big thanks to Mr. Manzoor Mohiddin for conducting the quiz. I was really looking forward for it. And suddenly this meeting came up, and we were just sitting there, and the phones were also, kept in the reception. So we were inside, and I couldn't even follow it on the phone. But I'm sure the recording will tell me more stories and more memories to keep. With a lot of pride and, of course, being a part of the management of both the schools, I take immense pride in announcing that the rolling trophy goes to DPS Modern Indian School, for this academic year. And congratulations to all those from DPS Modern Indian School who have done your school so much proud, and wishing you all the best for this competition. And I'm sure next year it will be even more competitive, and there will be more bigger challenges for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those wise words of wisdom. All of us are truly honored to have you as a part of the DPS Monarch family. Music has the power to unite people, make us feel at peace, make us feel understood. It is something to dance to, bond over, and even listen to when alone. It is not just a sound. It is its own language that communicates so much. Presenting before you all the choir ensemble to enthrall us with a beautiful composition. Extremely delighted to welcome members of the choir. May we have the video, please?
Congratulations and celebrations. Let me tell everyone that how blessed are we. Congratulations and jubilations. We want the world to know we're happy as can be. Who would believe that we can be happy and contented? We used to think that happiness hadn't been invented. We hope your dreams to reach to the corners of your heart. Then we let you look into our heart. Congratulations and celebrations. And we tell everyone that how blessed are we. Congratulations and jubilations. We want the world to know we're happy as can be. I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me go with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if it fails. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the street. I have a dream. I have a dream, a fantasy to help me through reality. And my destination makes it worth the while, pushing through the darkness, still another mile. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the street. I have a dream. I'll cross the street. I have a dream. We go together like Rama Rama Rama, cutting and ding it out. Remember forever, Shubham Shabara, yippee Chang Chang, Charity Chang Shubham, that's the way it should be. Whoa, yeah. We run over time, like dip, our names are signed. Shubham Shabara, Chang Chang, Charity Chang Shubham, you'll always be like one. Rock, 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 rock. We go together like Rama Rama, cutting and ding it up. Remember forever, Shubham Shabara, yippee Chang Chang, Charity Chang Shubham, that's the way it should be. Whoa, yeah. We run out of time like dip, our names are signed. Shubham, Chang Chang, Charity Chang Shubham, we'll always be like one. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're there for each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do this right. Here and now, it's time for celebration. I finally figured it out. Yeah, yeah, that all our dreams have no limitations. That's what it's all about. Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong, We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together's where we belong. We're all in this together. Once we know that we are, we're all stars, and we see that we're all in this together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true. Everyone now. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're there for each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do this right.
Wow, that was the wonderful and astounding depiction of the songs. Gratitude helps us to grow and expand. Gratitude brings joy and laughter into your life and into the lives of all those around you. I would request our respected secondary school headmistress, Ms. Madhu Uppal, to extend gratitude by expressing the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Nausheen, and good evening, everyone. It's indeed a proud moment to celebrate and appreciate, and we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. So on behalf of DPS Monarch International School, I genuinely feel humbled and honored to propose a vote of thanks to this August gathering. It's important to acknowledge all the efforts taken in order to make this day, this moment a possibility. First of all, I would like to once again congratulate all the winners and the participants of today's event. Dear children, your performance is truly praiseworthy. Participants of Think Tank, Brain Warrior, and various other offline events which were conducted under Monarch Tech Fest Season 2 were truly enthusiastic, and their contribution is outstanding. We are truly grateful to all of them, and as well as our competent judges, for spending their valuable time for this event. And it's my proud privilege to express warm and sincere thanks on behalf of DPS Monarch and the entire fraternity to our chief guest, Mr. Hemant Kumar Dwivedi, First Secretary, Culture and Education, Embassy of India to the State of Qatar, for his esteemed presence amongst us. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for having spared your precious time, sir. Your valuable thoughts and stimulating remarks are great takeaways for all of us, all the participants. It has been a great honor to have you grace this occasion with us. your presence, sir. Further, a big thank you to our quiz master of today's event, Mr. Manzoor Moiddin, for his efforts towards making the event lively and full of energy with his magnetic presence. We thank you for being with us today for this event. It's been great pleasure having you, sir. My sincere thanks goes to guest of honor, our school president, Mr. Hasan Chogle, school vice president, Mr. Yasir Naina, principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi ma'am, and all the members of school executive committee for their enormous cooperation and constant support at all times. I would also like to take a moment to thank my colleague, Ms. Jyoti Gupta, headmistress, kindergarten and primary, for gracing the occasion. Your presence is deeply appreciated. Events like this cannot happen overnight. Definitely it requires timely planning and bird's eye for detail. I would appreciate an enormous efforts of dedicated and motivating the entire staff, including our activity coordinator, Ms. Shweta Koshti, academic coordinator, Mr. Sujit, and Ms. Indira Dev, head of the IT department, for their relentless hard work and tireless effort for making the event successful and this moment a possibility. Your efforts are truly praiseworthy. And my heartfelt gratitude goes to the entire Cybertronics team and all the teacher in charges for their selfless and meticulous effort to make the event big success. Special mention to the cultural head of the school, Mr. Rajiv Das, along with music and dance department, and all the participants for such melodious presentation. My sincere thanks goes to all the principals, teacher in charges of other schools and the participants at this platform, and we are really thankful for their contribution and the responses. Team also appreciate the enormous cooperation of IT department, admin and facility department, as well as support staff for being always helpful and available. Finally, I thank and congratulate the super talented team of our cyber geeks who have contributed immensely, though they are MCs, they were helping out the activity coordinator and to carry out all these tasks and prove to be the true monarchians to keep the flag high. Our students from secondary wing, we have Sachi Dadwal, Atulya Subhash and Nidhikshna Pandyan from grade 10, Anthony Binu, Punos and Azmi Fatima, Sayyar Umar Ahmad from grade 9, and Nada Muhammad and Anish from grade 8, Royal Mohammed from grade 7B. I once again thank each one of you who have contributed to the overwhelming response as well as the success of this event. And again, thank you dear parents and the audience for your presence and motivation. Thank you for being there always. Again, and congratulate all the prize winners and the participants. And we hope to see you in Monarch Tech Fest Season 3 and to have a greater participation in large numbers in the coming year. Shine on and God bless you all. Thank you for being with us, everyone, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Ms. Nashin.
Thank you, ma'am, for those words of appreciation. It is not whether you win or lose. It is how you play the game. You learn more from losing than winning. You learn how to keep going. Thank you, everyone, for joining in and for being there to support us and cheer our participants and winners. The participants will be awarded with digital certificates and cash prizes along with trophies. This is not the end. The show continues. See you next year at Monarch Tech Fest Cybertronics Season 3. With the consent of our principal, ma'am, I now declare the event Monarch Tech Fest Cybertronics Season 2 to be culminated. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.